Calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
11, 280.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just bowling over tacklers. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Blue 60. Check 52. Come on. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Pierre Desir in on the stop. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, 70. Go. 52 right here.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
At the 32-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicer.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Mahomes. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's third and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime with our score. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing is Stafford. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. This is Bell. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
First down, Chicago.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw, Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Break 43! 43!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Stafford now to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Stafford. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He finds an opening past the 40. 25 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it with Bell, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Bell. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mahomes going to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now. It's Bell, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hero 15.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Brandon Carr. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go.
Here's Bell. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Bears will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
All right, I'll go 180. 56. Ready?
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching.